Welcome back to the Long Put Masterclass. My name is Stephen Cox and I'm the CEO of Share Navigator and I'm a full-time options and futures trader. So just as a reminder, this is episode 3 in a 6-series course on the long put strategy. So far, we have established a long put option on NVDA. And when we placed that long put option, the share price was trading at 193.02. We bought the $218 put, which is in the money, at a cost of $3,040. We also discussed the differences between shorting a stock outright and why buying a put option is more capital efficient than actually shorting the stock. In today's episode, we're going to focus on delta, which is an important Greek that tells us two key pieces of information. Number one, the directional force on the option's price, and two, the probability that particular option might finish what we call in the money. But I just want to reassure you at this point, all of this stuff is calculated for you when you actually go to trade for real on an online broker. We just feel it's important for you to understand what delta is if you are going to trade options. And we want to explain this to you in a very simple and easy to understand way. Delta is defined as the estimated change in the options price for every $1 change in the underlying stock price. So in our example, the underlying stock price is NVIDIA's stock price. Since we own the $218 put option, we want the stock price to fall, meaning that we have negative delta. So as you can see from this option quote, we can see that the delta for our $218 put option is 0.694. It's negative 0.694. Let's discuss what that means for a $1 move in NVIDIA's share price. So let's imagine now the share price of NVIDIA drops by $1 from $193.02 to $192.02. Our put option price will increase by roughly 0.694 from $30.40 to $31.09. But on the flip side, if the share price of NVIDIA rises by $1 from $193.02 to $194.02, our put option price would decrease by 0.694 from $30.40 to $29.70. So the higher the delta and the closer it gets to -1, the more it will behave and act like an out-and-out short position on a stock. Another interpretation of delta that it can represent the approximate probability that the option will finish in the money. So remember, when a put option finishes in the money, it has value and the share price is below the strike price. So we want the option to finish in the money when we own it. And a delta of minus 0.694 suggests that there's a 69% chance that this option that we own on NVIDIA will actually finish in the money. In other words, it will have some sort of value. Now, don't confuse this with probability of profit. It's not probability of profit. It's a probability of being in the money. And whether we're profitable or not depends on how far in the money it is. So as NVIDIA falls, the put option becomes deeper in the money and its delta will move closer to -1. This is a critical point for you to understand. This is where you're getting more bang for your buck. So the minute NVIDIA starts falling and the delta starts to rise, that's working in your favor and it accelerates your profitability as the delta gets closer and closer to that -1 level. So that's it for delta. Just as a reminder, it confirms your directional bias. In our example with NVIDIA, the delta of minus 0.694 means that for every $1 drop in the share price of NVIDIA, the value of our put option will go up by 0.694 and vice versa. It also indicates to you the probability of the option finishing in the money. So there's a 69% chance that this put option that we own on NVIDIA will finish with some value at expiry. In the next episode, we're going to discuss theta, which is the enemy of the put option owner. And again, just to remind you, with all of these Greeks, we're just trying to explain in a very simple way for you to understand what these Greeks are. If you're going to trade options, you're going to need to know about them. But the calculations are actually done for you when you're using your online broker. And we're going to show you how to use that in the final episode in this masterclass. But if you would like to fast track your learning, consider our one-to-one mentoring service where I work with you on a one-to-one basis at your pace and in your own time. This will allow you to learn in a safe and supportive environment. The details of our mentoring service are on the next slide. You can reach out to us and try it out for free if you wish, and we'd be more than happy to have you on board.